everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending some more time with me today. I have had a little upturn in viewers recently, and next week possibly it's whip parade season, so next week I should probably do an update of my intro video. So this is my weekly Flosstube update, and I have a glamorous assistant. Now finished school, so she's under my feet forever. Look at me, eh? We're a bit crooked there, kiddo. Hold on. There we go, that's better. You were slanting. Okay, so this is my weekly Flosstube update. I'm going to share with you what I've been working on over the last 7 days. And last week I had a week of annual leave. I got a fair amount achieved, and also a fair amount of stitching achieved, because I have had one of the best weeks I've ever had. Now, bearing in mind I was not working last week, so I could stitch literally every hour God sent. I actually got in 12,400 stitches last week over 5 projects, which I am super happy with. So let's crack on and show you what I've been working on, and then I'll tell you what's coming up on the channel this week, and I'll also have a little talk about the Facebook group as well, because there's a couple of things I want to talk about in there. And as I said, it's Whip Parade Season 2, so we're going to be looking at that as well. I'm excited for my Whip Parade. Me too. Why has my tablet gone off? Oh, cat's around. Ah, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. She'll jump up there in a second. Okay. So, first project that I have worked on, it's been pretty much a Geckorouge week.
There you go.
There we are. There she is. First one I've worked on is this piece. This is Tower Bridge. And it's a Sophie Kilpatrick piece, charted and kitted by Geckorouge. I don't know if you can hear, she's purring her head off. Let me just find it. It's not that one. It's not that one. Is it that one? It is. I've had to deframe these because I needed the frames. So it has gone from 1.96 to 2.78%. It's stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count fabric, and it's had 1,000 stitches. So this is the top of the, as you're looking at the mock-up, at the left hand side tower, which is almost in the middle, and I'm sort of heading out towards the shard. There's a lot of blues and sort of shades in that. It's a very gentle shade over in the sky, but yeah, 1,000 stitches of progress, which I am, you know, more than happy with. If I get in 1,000 stitches, it's I can see it. Sorry, I keep going off camera. It's because Lauren's sat so far away from me. It's your hint to move in, missus. Okay.
Yeah. I can't exactly do that. I can't.
Get off my stitching.
Okay. That's it.
Tower Bridge was out on Stitch With Me, and ASMR Stitch With Me this week. Next one I worked on was also out on a Stitch With Me. This is Bizarre Bookshelf, and it's a Colin Thompson, and again charted and kitted by Geckorouge. Part of my Year of the Gecko, everything Geckorouge this week. So this has gone from, ugh, I'll be deframed in a minute anyway to go back in its bag. 1.3 to 1.55%, and it's also had 1,000 stitches. So again, it's 25 count 1/1 full cross, and I've put in a little bit sort of here, and then I've been working in this top bit here. And again, it's a nice piece to stitch on. Still enjoying it. And 1,000 stitches of progress. Again, I can't grumble. So the next one of my rotation pieces, nope, the bin men have finally shown up. Andy's shown up. It's this one. This is Coastal. It's by Roseanne Bell, again charted and kitted by Geckorouge. And this is the one that Kelly is also doing, Animal Instinct, I think, or Animal Stitches. One of the two. I can always mix it up. I'm really sorry, Kelly. I did get your name right. Coastal's gone from 2.94 to 3.61%, and it's had 1,000 stitches. And again, this is 1/1, a full cross. You look beautiful on some 25 count. And there we go. More blue, but now we've got the top of a blade of grass, I think. But yeah, just plodding on, 1,000 stitches, keep on going. Okay, so the next one I have worked on, no, don't want to upload something, is the one that I am using for my June bug challenge. Well, you know, in my Facebook group, I'll talk about that in a bit. But I've been working on B this week, and then this is a Lorna Laine, and guess what? It's a Geckorouge. So I have been doing 100 stitches a day on this, but also on Sunday, this piece was my Sunday stitch. So in addition to the 100 stitches a day, which was 600, I then worked on it on Sunday, and on Sunday I had a cracking day. I put in 2,000 stitches. So this week it's had 2,600 stitches. Now I wanted to get to 10%. I was at 7.99% last week. I am now at 11.98%. So definitely gone well over the 10% mark. And again, it's stitched on 1/1 full cross on some 25 count. Now this wing section was full. This has still got some outstanding stitches in it. These flowers are now all but full, bar a couple of ninja stitches. And from this leaf and from here, I've been working downwards to fill in, and I am continuing to work down. I'm just filling that honeycomb. But I'm sure you'll agree, it looks absolutely stunning. I worked on it on the live stream, and yeah, I'm still doing the 100 stitches a day up until the end of June. So this will have had, with the 2,000 stitches yesterday, plus the 100 stitches a day, it will have had 4,900 stitches this month. It's good, isn't it? So there we go, that's B. Okay, so the last piece that I have worked on is my focus for a finish. I really do need to restart my tablet. This one is Symphony, and it is by Michaela Lerner from her Etsy shop, Charts and Stuff, which is not loading up because my tablet's misbehaving. So it's 140 by 140, 21 colours or something like that. Not a massive piece, 19,600 stitches. So I've had a really, really good week on this. I have put in 6,800 stitches on this. I was kind of a bit like losing my stitchy bug. And then on Friday, I topped up my master set. So I spent most of Friday in cones. And I need to show that as well. I spent most of Friday in cones, and it kind of refreshed me. And Saturday, this was just unput downable on Saturday. So I've checked and double checked these figures, and I managed to get 6,800 stitches in. So there's the mock-up. And it has gone from 43.87 to 78.57%. So I've crossed the 75% mark. Some of it's just a little hidden under the hoop there, and started on the final quadrant. All being well, this should be done on the first live stream in July. Just put it there. This should be done in the first live stream in July. So very happy with that. So that is my weekly stitching, 12,400 stitches. Okay, can you pass me the thing that I got in the post off the table, please? A couple of bits to show you. One is a FFO and one is haul. Well, I say haul, it's not even haul, it's Stitchy Kindness. There is some haul, but Stitchy Kindness is this absolute beauty of a stitching bag. And as you can see, it's really quite thick. It's got this most gorgeous seahorse, embroidered seahorse, because I love seahorses. The back fabric is also cute seahorses, which is just gorgeous. And it's quilted and it's so thick. It's not flimsy, you know, it feels it's absolutely beautiful. So to the lady who sent me this, you know who you are. I've already spoken to you, but I'm saying it again. Thank you very much. When the seahorse gets an outing from the wheel, this is where it's going in. So that is that. Haul. So the haul that I have is in the shape of one stitchy day. There was a little bit of confusion with the October Floss Friends retreat, and I had a ticket, then I didn't have a ticket, and now I've got a ticket again, and I've definitely got it. So if you're at the October Floss Friends retreat in Rotherham, I will see you there. So I'm just going to move the camera back a wee way, because the next thing to show you is my FFO. It came back from the framers. Me and Andy had a road trip on Wednesday. And here she is. Here is She Sleeps. Isn't she stunning? Sorry, you can see my laptop reflection in it. There is a bit of... No, turn it that way. There you go. It's probably a bit better out of glare. Lift it up, please. There you go. So I'm going to just move it in a little closer, because we've got an antique gold frame which has got like a crackle glaze on it, and then we have the burgundy outer mat, and then the inner mat which is a gold. And I'm sure you'll agree, it absolutely picks up all of her colours. I am just thrilled, so thrilled with how it's come out. Can you put it back safely for me? Thank you. And the cat's appeared again. And I just want to say that for those of you who contributed via Buy Me a Coffee, that money was ring fenced for the framing of She Sleeps, and it's still there's still funds in that's ring fenced for future framing. So thank you all very much. I cannot tell you how much it's appreciated. That is definitely my pride and joy. We have a local show in Rotherham, and I'm looking at putting her into the Rotherham show. So but yeah, I'm just blown away with how gorgeous it is. So let's see, what else have we done? Right, Facebook. Oh, sorry about that. Facebook. So for those of you that have just sort of joined, or you've come across this video for the first time, I have a Facebook group. It's called Simply a Stitcher and Friends. You'll find a link in the description box below, as well as links to my other social media. In the Facebook group this week has achieved 500 members. So I am just absolutely thrilled to bits that 500 people, thank you dear, consider themselves to be my friend, and it's absolutely wonderful. So if you are wanting to join the Facebook group, there are a couple of questions. If you can't be immediately identified as a stitcher, you will be rejected with some feedback, but just, you know, do answer the questions. It helps to screen out undesirables and bots and things. Once you have got access to the group, there is an events tab. So we are doing a monthly stitch along, and each month has a different theme. Obviously in May, we started this in May, and it was Mania, and what I did was Symphony, was a May start, and I did 100 stitches a day. But the idea of the stitch along is that it's guided by you. So if you want to participate in it, you set your own aim, you know, because we don't goal set. You set yourself up to a goal. In my head, you kind of set yourself up to a fail. But for me, if you just aim for something, if you don't get it, you don't get it, but you're not disappointed because you haven't met a goal, if that makes sense. And in June, we have got one going called June Bug, and it's all about nature. So the theme is nature, animals, scenery, flowers, butterflies, whatever. Reality or fantasy as well, doesn't matter. And again, for that, I'd pledged 100 stitches a day on B. So the next month's event, which I should be setting up this week, will be Christmas in stroke jolly stroke winter in July. So however you want to do it, if you've got a Christmas piece or if you've just got a winter piece, that's going to be the July Stitch With Me or Stitch Along theme. And again, it's self-guided. So if you want to do like me, 100 stitches a day, or if you want to do 5% progress or get a finish, or however it is that you want to do it, it's entirely guided by you. Just pop a picture in the thread at your start point and then have a look down the month. I post pictures every day or so, and then just, you know, answer your own thread with a comment of a finished or a progress picture. So, and it just kind of keeps us busy, and it gives a bit of variety, doesn't it? So that's that. Whip parade season. I plan on filming my whip parade on Saturday, and I took a quick vote in the live stream last night, and the first 3 people said Monday. So I was debating to release it on Sunday or Monday. I will be releasing my whip parade next Monday, so that will be the 30th. Yes, the 30th. Usually I release at 6:30 p.m. UK time. What I shall also do is I'll release it as a premiere, so that there will also be a chat box like a live stream, so you can chat whilst the whip parade is showing. And I would definitely make sure you have a drink and what have you, because with 25 projects it's going to be a long one. Do you think? So let's tell you what's coming up on the channel this week. I don't even need to refer to my computer because I just know. So to the Stitch With Me, that is going to be released on Thursday, is the Anita in Rarities Evelina, and it is a music one.
What I've just done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I can never remember. It's an alternative, so it's got a music soundtrack to it. Then we have Sailing Fairy. Sailing Fairy is coming out for Stitch With Me on Wednesday, and that will, well, I'll film it on Wednesday and that will be released on Saturday. Daughter of the Deep is going to get some rotation stitches, and Night Cafe is my Sunday stitch. Now, I said that I would put Night Cafe for Saturday spare stitches, but at the minute I just want to get Symphony done. So until Symphony's done, I haven't worked on Night Cafe. Speaking of sympathy,
Put your teeth in.
They are in. That's a daft thing, they're in. Symphony is still my focus for a finish. I don't have a model stitch at the moment. That got sent back. So any spare time I'm putting in on Symphony. There are just over 4,000 stitches to go. I think it's 4,000. I'll have a look. Also, I'm still doing the daily 100 on B, and I will until the 30th, and then I will switch it for Ice Dragon for the July winter. I'll be doing winter in July rather than Christmas, and then once Symphony is done, Christmas Cat gets moved up to focus for a finish. Symphony has 4,200 stitches, so given this week's 6,000 odd, it's potentially doable that by next Wednesday on the live stream it'll be a finish on there. So just going to finish up with my usual reminders. So all of the information about every project that I'm stitching is in the description box below. Social media links are there as well. I've also started to try and have a bit more of a presence on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, don't laugh, then do look me up on there. I will try again and put a link in the description box for that.
Or you have to get help from me with TikTok.
I haven't had help from you for a while, thank you very much. I've worked out how to speed up my videos and how to put music on.
By watching videos?
Yeah, well that's how you learn, isn't it? By looking at the instructions. And just because the instructions happen to be in a video format, does it matter? So yeah, Simply Stitch and Friends Facebook group, do join if you haven't done so already. And there are still a lot of you watching my videos that are not subscribed. Subscribing on YouTube is free, and if you select once you've subscribed, the notifications drop down and hit select all. You'll be notified every time I upload a video or go live. So schedule wise, I release a Flosstube on Tuesdays, Stitch with Me's on Thursdays and Saturdays, and I do a live stream at 7:30 p.m. UK time on Wednesdays and Sundays. The live stream usually features several members of the family, a good laugh, and lots of bells. Like that one.
And sometimes talking about food.
Oh yeah, we always talk about food. Sometimes, I mean, we were talking about butlers this week. We talked about the hot weather, the neighbours. What else have we talked about?
Nails.
Nails, yeah, we always talk about nails. So the live streams are good fun. So if you can, you know, make it to one of those. If not, they're always available on replay. And, you know, it's quite funny sometimes because people will be in the comments box on YouTube and saying, you know, I'm sat here giggling and my husband's wondering what on earth's going on. You know, it's quite funny, isn't it? It's good on my live streams, isn't it?
Oh, it's good fun.
So, what have I got plans to do this week? Apart from stitching, which you already know about, I'm going into the office tomorrow, so stitching tomorrow will be a little bit less. Other than that, I haven't really got much in the way of plans. Did it all last week, did a bit of gardening, did my road trip, had our nails done, did a bit of shopping.
I think the only plan is figuring out what hairstyle I'm going to do for my prom.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But I thought you just wanted nice curls. Or do you want them zigzag curls?
We'll have a look.
You'll have a look.
We'll have a look. We'll have a look.
Just remember, I'm not a professional. I'm an enthusiastic amateur.
I know.
Right, I'm going to go before you guys need... I'm going to go before you guys take root watching this. So we're going to go, and we'll just see you all, if not on the live streams, we'll see you all next week. So thank you very much indeed for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting and all of that good stuff. It's very much appreciated. And with all that said and done, have a great stitchy week. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.